उसके घर में ही है।
So, Dr. Juhi, welcome. You can start the, please read the biodata, sir's biodata.
Okay, sir. So we begin with the biodata itself.
You can share screen, yes. You
Sir,
can introduce her.
right, sir. A very good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Rita Sood oration today. And let me admit that I'm really enjoying. I'm very happy.
Please unmute yourself, Dr. Juhi. I have muted everyone. Dr. Juhi, please unmute.
May I begin, sir?
Yes, please.
A very good evening, everyone. I'm truly enthralled to actually introduce the speaker of the day. When Dr. Vijender Singh sir called me up and Dr. Sanjay sir, Bedi sir, they said that you have to introduce the speaker of the day. And I was very happy. In fact, it is a big privilege to introduce the person who has taught you, who has been the inspiration for the medical education unit here at Himalayan Institute of Medical Sciences, Dehradun. And so the speaker today is none other than Vijender Chauhan sir. He is the person who has been inspiring the entire medical education unit here in the college. And besides that, he has held various positions throughout his career. He started with the Department of Orthopedics at Himalayan Institute, and later he took up various positions like Dean HIMS, the Pro Vice Chancellor, and the Vice Chancellor of Himalayan Institute of Medical Sciences. And currently, sir is acting as Director General Academic Development. He is also one of the founder members of the university. So he is the member of the presidential body and also of the Himalayan Institute Hospital Trust. So he's one of those key members who looks after the university and laid the foundation stone here. Besides all that I'm saying, he is a very passionate teacher. He has won the Best Teacher Award at HIMS, and he has also won the Best Poster Award during the FAMA Fellowship, which was held at CMC Ludhiana. Besides that, he has numerous awards and recognitions to his credit. Let me read out a few. Sir is the chairman of Skill Development Subcommittee of Indian Orthopedic Association. He has been the former president of Uttarakhand Orthopedic Association, an outstanding leadership award for National Academy of Medical Sciences, India, Uttarakhand. He has also won Indian Journal of Orthopedics Award for Best Original Research Paper, the Best Teacher Award at HIMS, Dr. A.K. Talwalkar Award of Bombay Orthopedic Society, Citizen Forum Award, Gold Medal of MP Chapter of Indian Orthopedic Association, R.P. Srivastav and U.S. Mishra Memorial Oration Award of Uttarakhand Orthopedic Association, and the Best Poster Award at CMC Ludhiana during his fellowship. I think I should not come between you and the speaker, because I must tell you, Dr. Vijender Chauhan sir is a very passionate teacher and a speaker. So over to you, sir, with all the passion that is originally yours. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Jui, for introducing me to the audience, to the esteemed audience today. Honorable Dr. Sanjay Bedi, the Chief Executive Officer of Medical Education Unit of India, my mentor, Professor Dr. Tejinder Singh, advisors of Medical Education Unit of India, doyens of medical education in India who are at present, who have joined with me, learned listeners, friends, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I'd like to thank the organizers for choosing me for this coveted honor, and especially for Dr. Rita Sood oration. Let me begin by paying my tribute and homage to Professor Rita Sood, who was one of the pillars of 21st century in medical education. She laid a very strong foundation of medical education in this country. In fact, she has been my mentor and an inspiration who inspired me to dive deep into practical medical education. Let me share my slides with you now. Go to the first slide. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. In honor of Dr. Rita Sood, I thought, let me quote Swami Vivekananda. A true teacher is he who can immediately come down to the level of the student and transfer his soul to the student's soul and see through the student's eyes and hear through his ears and understand through his mind. I think Dr. Rita Sood used to come down to our level, and she was a role model for me. Let me share with you today my journey in building this great institution where I'm working today. Friends, my journey started when I entered a medical profession at Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Medical Sciences, Sevagram, Varda. A very different institution. The day I entered the medical profession there, we didn't enter the medical college, nor the hostels. You know where I was placed? All the 54 students who got admitted in that batch, we all were put in an ashram. And that too, Sevagram Varda Ashram of Mahatma Gandhi. We spent 15 days in that ashram. And my first class of anatomy, we sat on the floor in that ashram and we had our education in that ashram. I was exposed to anatomy, physiology, biochemistry in the ashram. In that ashram, if someone of you have visited that place, you will see there are places that have been marked that Mahatma Gandhi used to sit here, Jawaharlal Nehru, this place, and there was a place where Lal Bahadur Shastri used to sit, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel used to sit. And we students, we used to go and sit at those places. I tell you, the energy was so tremendous at that place. Later on, when we came out, we realized where we were sitting. And that was the place where small, small seedlings were put in us. I was blessed by Dr. Sushila Nair. I worked in that institution for 3 years as a faculty. And on the 15th day of our ashram life, we were made to visit Paunar Ashram, and where our batch was blessed by Vinoba Bhavi. I tell you, when I just recount those memories, I'm sure that my alma mater, the seedlings which were instilled by my alma mater, really have fructified later on. Then, after working for 3 years there, I came in a private practice. I had a very rewarding practice in 4 years. But I always used to feel that there was no fulfillment. I had a lot of money, but there was no peace. At that time, I was only 33 years of age and started thinking, what is the purpose of life? Those thoughts started coming me. There was one more colleague of mine who was working with me, Dr. Sunil Saini. He also used to work at my nursing home. He has met Swami Rama before me. And he used to tell me that one day he will leave the practice and go there. He will not work at my nursing home. I said, how it is possible? How can we leave the practice? But believe me, friends, one day a thought comes to me कि चल देखते हैं वहां पर क्या है. So I just came to this place. And when I landed at that place, the aura of the place was such. A thought comes to me कि मुझे अपना जीवन यही देना है. I need to spend my life here. At that time, this place was totally a dry and barren land. Nothing was there. There were small tin sheds where an OPD was being run by Dr. Singhal, who was a neurologist. He and his wife, they renounced their practices and they were there at that time. So I just met them, told them that I want to devote my life to this place. They said, no, unless and until Swami Rama scans you, you cannot join the mission. I said, मैं तो आ गया. बोले कहाँ बैठोगे? I said, I'll sit beside you. सेवाई तो करनी है. कुर्सी की क्या जरूरत है इसमें? He said, okay, once in a week you can come and start running the OPDs in the tin sheds. After 6 months, Swami Rama will come and he'll scan you. And once he scans you, you can join the mission. Friends, after 6 months, Swami Rama comes. I was to be scanned by him. So I reached the campus at 10:30 from Saharanpur. Me, my wife, and I had only one small son at that time. He was only 4 years old. The younger was not born. He was in the womb. Swami ji aaye gaadi mein. He had a safari at that time. 50 मीटर की दूरी से देख के बोलते हैं, तू आ गया है? You start, तो अपना काम शुरू कर. That was my scanning. मैंने सोचा, he did not ask me anything. हमने भी कोई सवाल नहीं पूछा. And with those thoughts, I was just going back. मैंने ये नहीं पूछा मुझे सैलरी क्या मिलेगी, मेरे बच्चों का क्या होगा, मेरे भविष्य का क्या होगा, कुछ नहीं पूछा. But this mind is dirty. It starts thinking those things. Then he comes in my dream. मेरे सपने में ये मेडिकल कॉलेज बिल्डिंग थी नहीं, ये बिल्डिंग आती है. And Jui knows the LT1, that the lecture theater 1 which came up later on, that came in my dream. And in that dream, Swami Rama was addressing us. उनके लेक्चर के बाद में he comes to me. I was sitting on the first row there. मेरे कंधे पे हाथ रख के बोलते हैं, तू आ गया है? तुम लोग के लिए बना रहा हूं और तुम नहीं आ रहे हो. I tell you, I immediately got up from that dream, woke up my wife, and I told her, let's close down the nursing home and let's go. Sir, you'll be surprised to know, मैंने 3 दिन के नोटिस पे नर्सिंग होम को ताला लगा दिया. My parents got annoyed. माँ कहने लगी लक्ष्मी को लात मार रहा है. They didn't talk to me for 1 year. और मैं एक ट्रक में अपना सामान लोड करके हम जंगल में आ गए. That is Jolly Grant. Here, मैंने एक दिन बाबा को बोला, स्वामी जी, I am a doctor. I don't have time to do my sadhana. You know what he tells me? His son, if you're a doctor, transform your medical practice into worship. Treat your patients selflessly, lovingly, and skillfully. It's a privilege that the divine has chosen you for this job. It is the divine within you serving the divine that dwells in the patients. This awareness will infuse your action with a spiritual consciousness. Beta, your simple actions will thus turn into karma yoga. He further tells me, son, you also need to ensure that on every surface you walk, you must leave a clear mark, a legible mark, no matter what the situation. You must continue to serve the God in everything. His Holiness Swami Rama, a word about this, my spiritual master. He was not only a great yogi, but a great scientist, a philosopher, a humanitarian. He is the only yogi in the world who subjected himself to laboratory controls. And the experiment which I'm going to describe you, which really influenced me, were done at Menninger Foundation in USA. It's a published work in Index Britannica. Thermistors were hooked on his fingers, and he could create a difference of 10 degrees Fahrenheit between thinner eminence and hypothinner eminence by constricting one vessel and dilating the other. ECG was hooked on him, and he could produce an atrial flutter by increasing the heart rate to 300 per minute for 17 seconds. EEG was hooked on his brain, and he could produce a delta wave, a wave which is produced in a sleep state in an awakening state. And he knew what was happening outside. I never used to believe these things, though I read them. My first encounter with him on his control of autonomic nervous system took place at a hotel Ganga Kinare in Rishikesh. उस समय हम कैंपस में 3-4 डॉक्टर थे, and a group of Americans had come to attend his workshop. मैं भी जाके पीछे बैठ गया. He calls me in from the audience to come on the stage. He gives me his left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, Dr. Anil Singhal, he watches his pulse on the right-hand side. You'll be surprised to know, Dr. Anil Singhal started giving a commentary that he's increasing the pulse on his side. When I was feeling his radial pulse on the left-hand side, it was sinking. Within fraction of a second, he reversed the whole phenomenon. When the pulse on Dr. Anil Singhal's side started coming down, on my side started shooting up. Swami Rama looks at me. Tu kuch nahi bol raha hai? I told the whole audience, कि Swamiji, you have one heart. How can you generate two pulses simultaneously? मुझे बोलते हैं, नहीं बेटा, it's a big science. If you can learn to control your autonomic nervous system, then it's all possible. I had an opportunity to work with this yogi and a scientist for 3 years. मैं campus में आया. After 5 months, he made me secretary of the trust. I was only 33 at that time. He used to tell me, he used to weep, in fact, seeing poverty, illiteracy, and no medical facilities in this part of the country. Friends, you'll be surprised to know that many precious lives used to be lost in bringing patients from the mountains and taking them either to Delhi or Chandigarh. There was no good facility available in between. Since Swami Rama belonged to this region, he said, I need to do something. And this is how this trust was established and this institution came up. He used to tell me many times, son, if I cannot serve the God within you and others, then going to temples, masjids, and churches is all hypocrisy. He wanted to create an integrated model wherein there's integration of ancient wisdom, modern knowledge, and technologies. 2, it needs to be cost effective so that the poorest of the poor should not be deprived of a quality health care. And it should be able to address the needs of the underserved population worldwide. This philosophy we have put into our system and as a vision of Swami Rama. This is the place where I started the OPD. Now this place is no more there. The buildings are there, but this is with the airport now today. After we shifted, these were the early images, and Swami Rama is standing here and helping the road, watching the road, how it is being developed for entering the campus. These are the early images, the campus coming up, and I'm a witness to everything here. Everything developed and evolved in front of me. This is the hospital building which was just coming up. Initially, there was a plan to make it only a 300-bedded hospital. And the day when we joined, finally, the road was still kacha, and we started this building. Us samay bhi, it was the month of June. We were really feeling so much heat in those tin sheds. Me and Dr. Saini, we pulled out our tables and we entered this building. Believe me, hospital yahan chalu ho gaya. Later on it developed. Today, it is a 1,200-bedded super specialty hospital. We have an advanced neonatal ambulance. We have a separate cardiac and a dialysis center. And the average OPD for a year is around 1,600, more than 1,600. And we have a bed occupancy of more than 85%. Gradually, we developed even a cancer center. We have a 250-bedded cancer referral center, having a facilities of nuclear medicine, radiotherapy units. We are even doing bone marrow transplants here, and CAR T-cell therapy is also available with us today. In 1995, the medical college came up, and we started with 50 beds. With 50 students intake. We got a permission. Later on, it was increased to 100. We thought of starting the medical college. The big question came, how to make it functional? How to get a faculty? Getting faculty was such a big issue. Nobody was willing to join and come and stay in this jungle. You'll be surprised to know, मेरे को सब्जी लेने के लिए I had to travel 5 kilometers. A place called Doiwala. यहाँ कोई स्कूल नहीं था. मुझे अपने बच्चे को, बेटे को, बड़े को गांव के स्कूल में पढ़ाना पड़ा 1-2 साल. That was the scenario. So nobody was willing to join. मेरे एक फ्रेंड थे, Dr. Saxena, he was a professor of physiology. He joined us. उनको लेके मैं बंबई गया. I knew nobody in Bombay at that time. He had few numbers. आप मानोगे नहीं, sir. I just simply dialed one number. And the person who picks up the phone on that side, that I'm Indurkar speaking. मैंने उनको अपना परिचय दिया. मेरे को बोलते नहीं मैं वहीं आ जाता हूं सर. मैंने कहा नहीं सर, you tell me. He was putting up in Dadar. Sir, the moment he sees me, he says, from 2 days, I'm looking for a person. कोई आया और मुझे गंगा स्नान करा दे. और देखो आप आ गए. I'll come with you. उन्होंने मुझसे ये नहीं पूछा क्या सैलरी दोगे, कुछ नहीं. मैंने कहा नो सर, आई नीड वन मोर प्रोफेसर ऑफ एनाटॉमी. बोले हो गया. मुझे सर एक प्रोफेसर बायोकेमिस्ट्री चाहिए, प्रोफेसर बिली मोरा. ही जॉइंड अस. सर, इन नेक्स्ट 3 days we hired 40 people, and can you believe none of them asked me what salary I'm going to pay them. मैं रात को आया वापस. विजय दसमाना, he is my other colleague here. मैंने उनको घंटी मारी. In those days, mobiles were not there. I just simply wrote him, my mission completed. आधे घंटे बाद मुझे न्यूज मिलती है कि स्वामी रामा left his body. I gave a ring back to Dr. Indurkar. Sir, I had to leave and I had to go back. He said, no, I'll accompany you. He participated in Swamiji's funeral. And sir, then he shows me a diary. Us diary mein he had quotes from Swami Rama, which is carrying from 1970. ये सब इत्तेफाक नहीं हो सकता. These are the things. मैं बाबा के काम जब भी गया, I think I have never seen a failure. जो भी यहाँ इंटरव्यू देने आते थे उस जमाने में, वो रुकने को तैयार नहीं होता था. हम लोग सर दिन में इंटरव्यू करते थे. एंड इफ यू फाइंड दैट ही इज समबडी हु फिट्स इनटू आवर फिलॉसफी, हम उसको रात को अपने घरों में रोकते थे, हमारे घर में रुकते थे. एंड वी यूज्ड टू ब्रेन वॉश देम कि कैसे भी करके अट्रैक्ट होके वो यहाँ रुक जाए कैंपस में. आई थिंक दिस इज हाउ वी स्टार्टेड दिस इंस्टीट्यूशन. इन 98 मुझको लगा कि सिर्फ मेडिकल कॉलेज शुरू करने की बात नहीं है. We need to produce and need to have a quality faculty here. So what I did, I said I need to be trained somewhere. In those days, there were only two good centers of medical education training. One was at Maulana Azad and second was at JIPMA. Maulana Azad being very close to me, I got trained in 1998 at Maulana Azad Medical College. It was a 7-day training in teachers training program. Once I got trained, then I said, we need to develop a medical education unit. उस जमाने में किसी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में मेडिकल एजुकेशन यूनिट्स, it was a rare commodity. Nobody used to think. We had Professor Upadhyay, P. Upadhyay from AIMS with us as an advisor. He told me he will arrange a training of our faculty from All India Institute of Medical Sciences. And Dr. Kusum Verma and Dr. B.V. Adkoli and Dr. Rita Sood and their team, they came in our institution. We had 2 workshops conducted by them. After the 2 workshops, we told them, okay, madam, now since we have also got, we'll also be involved as a faculty, and you people come as an observer. And gradually, in 3 other workshops, we called them as an observer, and we groomed our faculty. In 2001, I came in contact with Professor Rama and Sudhakar Nayak. They gladly accepted to come and groom all of us again. I think this is how the whole medical education unit of Himalayan Institute of Medical Sciences was groomed by stalwarts like Dr. Rita Sood, B.V. Adkoli, Sudhakar Nayak, and Ram Narayan. And later on, I came in contact with our famer. We thought, famer may be training bahut zaruri hai. So 3 of our faculty members, I got them famer fellowship. They went there in CMC Ludhiana. At that time, Dr. Vijender Singh was head of that unit. He took care of all of us. And in 2017, I also became a famer fellow. And these are Dr. Vijender Singh, Dr. Dinesh Padyal, Dr. Richa Thaman, and Jugesh Chatwal. These were the 3-4 people who really inspired me. Hats off to Dr. Vijender Singh, the way he guided me, the way he groomed me, I have no words to appreciate it. Since we were doing a good work in medical education, in 2014, Medical Council of India also recognized our efforts. And Himalayan Institute of Medical Sciences was selected as a regional center for medical educational technologies. To inaugurate this, Dr. Ved Mishra, he came and inaugurated this center of ours. Friends, you'll be happy to know that till to date, we have done more than 39 faculty development programs, basic workshops, EdCom module, CISP, and 997 are the beneficiaries. This medical education unit, it plays a very important role, not only in grooming the faculty development programs, but also conducting the CME, regular CMEs. On every Saturday, we host a CME in the institution. We have conducted more than 218 CMEs and more than 26,000 faculty members till to date, they have benefited from it. They were the participants. 26,000 were the participants. 5 PG refresher courses we conducted, and the beneficiaries were 443. We conducted 10 orientation programs for UG and PG students, and 1,193 are the beneficiaries. In 2014, again a thought comes to me that simply having a medical education unit doesn't work. In North India, there was no cadaveric skill lab available, even to date. So in 2014, I ventured to develop a cadaveric skill center of excellence in our institution. We pumped in at that time only 50 lakhs. The rest of the infrastructure was already available with us. You'll be happy to know that we are the only cadaveric lab in the state. And in North India, our lab is considered to be one of the best. We have conducted more than 90 workshops and have trained more than 2,014 surgeons and postgraduates have been trained in these workshops. We developed a very good infrastructure. I think it would be nice if some of you can come and visit our institution. All our classrooms, they are ICT enabled. We have developed a very good skill and simulation center at our institution. It's on 2 floors. We dedicated a separate 2 floors in one of the buildings, and it has come up very nicely. We developed a separate diagnostic center now. It is located in a separate building, and on 4 floors, the center is there. At 1 floor, in the first floor, we have the biochemistry, then the hematology section, then your microbiology, and the histopathology section. All the labs, the diagnostic center lab is connected to the hospital through a pneumatic chute, again one of its kind in North India. You just press the button where you want your sample to be delivered. It is delivered to this lab from anywhere. And anyway, we started with 1 operation theater in 1995, and today we have 20 modular operation theaters, a state-of-art ICU, a very good dialysis center. Sir, we are doing 30,000, more than 30,000 dialysis per year in our center, a state-of-art center, and a very cost-effective center. We have 2 cath labs. We have MRI, PTs, you all know this. We have developed very good teaching laboratories. We have more than 109 teaching laboratories in our university now, in the campus, and very good computer labs. We have a good central library housing more than 37,000 books, and we have more than 207 print journals. One good thing about our library is we have digitalized traditional manuscripts, which are available as old as more than 1,000-year-old manuscripts are there with us on Charak Samhita, Shushruta Samhita, Bhav Prakash, and Sharangdhar Samhita. The papers are so fragile, they are written on leaflets. We have already preserved them in our ashram, and we then digitalized it recently, and they're all available in our library. Just to give you the other infrastructures, we have very good auditoriums in the campus. We have an open-air theater. We've also developed a studio in the campus so that the faculty can develop their video recordings of their lectures, and they can use for teaching the undergraduates and the postgraduates. It was Swamiji's vision that we need to have an integrated medicine here under one roof. So we developed an Ayurvedic center. Someday you all must come and see our Ayurvedic center also. It has very good facilities. We have all facilities for Panchakarma here. We have 2 Ayurvedic physicians with us who can treat you for your Ayurvedic, through the Ayurvedic methodologies. We have a state-of-art guest house for our examiners. And whenever we conduct any conferences, this place is being utilized. We have a nice infrastructure for recreational facilities in the campus. Just to show you those recreational facilities. In the campus, majority of the families, they are couples. The husband both the husband and wife, they are doctors. So they have the children, small children in the house. Where do they go? So we have developed a small crèche in the campus. We call it Udgam. We also have a small school in the campus now. We call it a Vidya school. My son was the first student of this school in 1994. We have very good parks and playgrounds in the campus, good hostel facilities for the students, both graduate, undergraduate, postgraduates. The whole campus is a residential campus. You have everything available under one roof. किसी को campus से बाहर जाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है. We have very good utility center, post office in the campus, banks, ATMs, cafeterias, general store, laundry services, cafes, and whatnot. Today, we started with the medical college. In 97, we started even our nursing college because without nurses, the hospital cannot function. We have a school of management. 2013, we started the management school, the engineering school, the Balai School of Biosciences, Yoga Sciences, and recently we have added into our armamentarium, the School of Pharmaceutical Sciences. Today, we are running more than 84 programs. And 4,000 plus students are enrolled with us. We have a faculty of 484, and we have technical and administrative staff to the tune of around 3,000. We have a lush, green, eco-friendly campus. Some of you who have visited this campus must be aware of this. We have built up area of more than 4 lakh square meters. Recently, we thought that ऐसे काम नहीं चलेगा. We need to focus on research too. So what we added, we started a Swami Rama chair for cancer research. And you'll be happy to know that this chair is being chaired by a Nobel laureate, Dr. Aaron Chechenover, who is a distinguished professor from Israel. The second fellowship, so the second endowment chair we created was in research in breast cancer in young women. This again is being chaired by Dr. Rakesh Kumar, a molecular cancer biologist from USA. He is an internationally acclaimed researcher. The third we started is in translational research in biosciences, being headed by Dr. Sashi Bala. You'll also be happy to know that 2 of our faculty members, Dr. Prakash Keshavaya, who is with us from 98, and Dr. C.S. Nautia, they have been ranked among the top 2% in the global ranking, ranked by Stanford. So research is such an important component, and instilling the research initiatives, especially in the medical faculty, is not so easy. Apart from creating a research promotion policy, we developed a 3-tier governance policy here with us. We have a research advisory committee at the top, being headed by very eminent researchers. We have a university research committee, and then we have a research committees at each academic unit separately. We support our faculty for their publications. We provide them intramural grant and seed money. We help them to file patents. We help them to attend conferences. And if they have published papers, we give them incentives for publication. Also, if they get extramural grants, we give them incentives. And because of these policies, there's a radical change in the scenario of research also in our university. You'll be happy to know that we have also been approved for Atal Community Innovation Center by Niti Aayog, Government of India. We have developed a National Academy of Sciences India chapter in our campus. And we have received grant in aids from these government institutions, from Department of Science and Technology, UGC, CSR, DBT, ICMR, NACO, WHO, World Bank. In fact, the World Bank gave us a grant in aid to run the district hospital of Terry, which we ran for 5 years. So because of these initiatives which it took up, in the last 5 years, we have published more than 1,600 Scopus publications in the campus. And our citations have touched more than 16,000. Our H index in 2018 was so low, around 10, 11. In the last 5 years, it has improved and gone to 45. At present, we have more than 483 research projects going on. And we are funding these research projects as an intramural projects to the tune of around 4 crores. Non-government agencies, again around 4 crores. And around 12.5 crores, we got an aid from the government of India. So in all, around 20 crore projects are running in the campus. Sir, we are an NABH accredited lab, NABH accredited hospital. All our labs are NABL accredited. I've already told you that we are a recognized regional center for medical education technologies. We are Center for Cancer Registry. We are also a Center for Stroke Registry. We have been recognized by CIROS, and also we are recognized by American Heart Association for BLS and Advanced Cardiac Life Support courses. You all will be happy to know that one of our paramedical student, Shaurya, he won gold in deaf shooting world championship in Germany this year in September. And in 22, he won bronze in deaf Olympic. You'll also be happy to know that 70% of our patients in our hospital, they are all Ayushman patients. We have been ranked by Government of India at number 1 in Ayushman for the last 3 consecutive years. Sir, we are also recognized as a nodal agency for National Jal Jeevan Mission. I'll talk about it later on. We have also received gold certificate for our green practices by Confederation of Indian Industries, Delhi. And recently we were accredited with grade A NAC+. The whole university has been accredited with A+. So our alumni are spread throughout the world and are holding very important positions there. Some of them, Dr. Chinmay Pandey, who belongs to the first batch, he's a pro-vice chancellor of Dev Sanskriti University. Some of our students who passed out, they are faculty at Temple University as a heart-lung transplant surgeon. Some of our nurses who passed out, they are holding important positions in nursing councils. Another important feature, Swami Ram used to always tell us, and we always felt, that the heart of the country lies in the rural areas. We thought from 95 onwards, even before this, 93, 94, we started our Rural Development Institute, catering to the needs of the rural population up in the mountains. So we are doing today, serving more than 200,000 villages up in the mountains in the sector of health, education, livelihood, and rehabilitation when disaster and pandemic took place in Uttarakhand. 2 lakh mothers and children have been helped by us through our rural initiatives through maternal child health program. We have helped 5 lakh adolescents through reproductive and sexual health programs. We have outreach programs and health camps wherein we have served more than 1.5 lakh rural population. 9,000 people from the up in the mountains have been served through our telemedicine programs. In education, 700 plus school children were given scholarship till to date. We have conducted more than 100 workshops on vocational and personality development programs for the rural masses, students. 6 centers of fundamental literacy and linked digital facilities have been developed up in the mountains. We have set 80 libraries have been set in remote locations in school levels. Even in the livelihood, we have helped more than 3,500 villagers through income generation activities. When disaster took place in Kedarnath, or जब ये pandemic हुआ, this hospital became a nidus of service for whole of Uttarakhand. Sir, Ganga पहाड़ से निकलती है, but I'm sorry to tell you, people up in the mountains, they don't have a safe drinking water. Sir, this institution of mine has provided safe drinking water to more than 550 villages up in the mountains. What we did, we connected those small tributaries to the pipelines as shown here. And in those villages, we have developed these tanks and we have put filter plants so that people have a safe drinking water. A woman in a village, she has to travel for 5 to 10 kilometers daily with a ghada on her head, with a pot on her head. 6 kilometers, 10 kilometers चलना पड़ता है पानी पीने के लिए. I think we need to help them. That's the reason we thought we need to bring radical changes there up in the mountains. Today, this service again have been recognized by Government of India. And we are a mother NGO, trainers for Jal Jeevan Mission in 31 states and union territories of this country. Our team goes there, train the engineers there so that they can give safe drinking water to their populations. We have built more than 14,000 toilets up in the mountains and 50 community toilets. आज अगर आप पहाड़ की सर स्थिति देखो ऊपर, there is a migration problem. People गांव के गांव सर वहां पर उखड़ गए हैं and they have become ghost villages now. Somebody needs to think of them. We thought we need to take this initiative as an institution. And that's the reason why we have started mitigating those problems. We have conducted skill-based certificate programs for up in the mountains. We have developed a small center there called Toli campus there, so that people, the villagers there, the students there, they need not come to big cities. We have helped sustainable livelihood and employment generation programs there. We have developed a homestay program for the villages. We have developed a Himalayan Sanjeevani clinic there, telemedicine, and we have launched those services so that उनको यहाँ नीचे आने की जरूरत नहीं है. If they need a help, we can provide the help at their doorsteps. Sir, our efforts have been lauded and appreciated by Government of Jammu Kashmir, Sikkim, Daman, Diu, Gujarat, the other few samples I'm showing. One more thing which always comes to me and came to me was all our curriculums, they are all knowledge-based. We have started incorporating skills also into them and ethics. But nobody talks about spirituality into the curriculum. Swami Rama used to tell me many times, son, unless spiritual learning is included in the education system, we can never overcome our inner poverty. Happiness within and without is the real goal of education. He always used to tell me there are two types of education. One teaches us how to make a living, and the other how to live. And friends, although we are alive, majority of us experience only the art of existing in this world. Very few of us have really cultivated the art of living. We developed a small module based on Swamiji's philosophy. We call it a Science of Joyful Living program. And all our faculty, as well as students, has to go through this program, wherein we teach them how to take care of their body, how to take care of their breath, and how to take care of their mind. For body, we teach them क्या खाना है, कैसे खाना है, कितना खाना है. We teach them both aerobic as well as hatha yoga. And for breathing, we tell them how to breathe scientifically through diaphragmatic breathing. And we teach them the science of meditation. This was the place in 93, 94 when I came. बाहर सड़क पे ऐसी झुग्गियां थी सर. And today, this is the place, change, just because of this institution. The whole economy has changed of the whole place. We lost 32 acres in this airport. नया airport आ गया बगल में. I think this whole has changed. Just because the vision of one man can change so many lives is unimaginable. I'll just share with you my last meeting with my spiritual master. Swami ji बीमार हुए last में, and I was in my OPD. मेरे को फोन आता है कि स्वामी जी बुला रहे. I just rushed. The moment I reached there, sir, he sees me and immediately sits up as if he doesn't have anything. बैठ के बोलते हैं, बेटा तुझे क्या चाहिए आज? I said, Swami ji, I have everything by your blessings. नहीं बेटा, जो तू मांगेगा मैं तेरे को दूंगा आज. I'm just sharing with you the thought which came to me at that time. कि स्वामी जी अगर देना ही है, bless all of us who are staying in this campus, that we all grow spiritually. स्वामी जी की आंखों में आंसू आ गए, मेरे सिर पे हाथ रख के बैठ गए, बेटा ये तो होगा ही. Sir, I'm privileged that we all became an instrument in Swamiji's mission. मेरे को अंत में बोलते हैं बाबा, बेटा, all I have is the gift of love which I received from my master and other sages. The same gift I offer to you. May you receive, retain, and multiply in your heart. God bless you. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. It was a very inspiring and illuminating session. And we are, honored to have you with us.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
And we bestow upon you the Rita Sood Memorial Oration.
Thank you, sir.
And also, it is, we are overwhelmed by the amount of achievement you have done, but still a lifetime achievement award, and there are many more laurels for you still to come, but we are very grateful to you for this lecture, and we are honored to give you this lifetime achievement award, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
So with this, we end this session, and the recording of this will be available on YouTube. We'll be sharing it soon.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.